top 4, and wouldn't you know it, Sea Dull gets a rematch. So I feel like I'm very unfavored game 1 since a lot of my removal is targeted, and he has a lot of token makers, and I don't have Boiling Earth, so I feel like I'm just going to lose game 1. This game is probably the most significant game of highlighting one of my misplays. So 2 Tormenting Voice, sack that drone. Now I got lands for days. I can play, I guess, another Tormenting Voice, sack another land, and hit maybe a tap land. Nope. But I have to leave open Fiery Impulse, which is fine. He just has Dragon Fodder, which again I don't really care about. I get to play Incubator Drone, Scion Summoner. Okay. Yeah, this game's so much harder without Boiling Earth. So here, I hope he goes for, like, you know, a lot of blocks, because I could Fiery Impulse, but he doesn't. Visionary. Fodder, so he's just growing his army. So am I. There's going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a lot of growing our armies. I got these pulses too, so now I can get back my Incubator Drone. Yeah, he's got mono creatures in play. So I get back my Incubator Drone, replay it. So basically, no one has any flyers, except he does have a 1/1 flyer. He gets to read the bones, so lucky. So he missed an attack with this Thopter. I guess I Treasure Cruise. Again, I feel like I should be way ahead when I get to play Treasure Cruise and he does not. But here's my misplay. I have double Fiery Impulse in hand the whole game, but I tap out here to play Sky Spawner. I shouldn't have. I should have just held Fiery Impulse. So he goes Dragon Fodder into attack with everybody, which is fine. I go, that's fine with me. He could have Trumpet Blast, so I just need to block everything, right? So I block everything. All the blocks look pretty good to me. Choose not to block with Sky Spawner. That might be a bad call, but he's got Foul Tongue Shriek. I lose 1 life for each second creature, and they gain that much life. So I go from 30 to 15. And then Might of the Masses on an unblocked creature. 15, 17. So I'm literally just dead to that, and he's got 3 other unblocked creatures. So I could have, in response to Foul Tongue Shriek, played Fiery Impulse, targeting the Thopter. His play then would be to follow up with Might of the Masses, and then I could Fiery Impulse it again. And then I would take 3 damage, trade off a whole bunch of guys, have another pulse, and probably be fine. But I misplay royally, and he crushes me. Now, that's not all to say. He could have a second Might of the Masses in hand, or a second Foul Tongue Shriek. I don't know. And that would have beat me anyway. But I feel like that was a huge misplay. I just didn't need to do that. So I'm feeling pretty bad about myself at that point in time. But at the same time, I pretty much know I'm set up to win the sideboarded games pretty handily. So this hand's perfect. Draw Boiling Earth, also perfect. He's playing cards like Blister Pod, which are awful. Gets me for 1 though. He's getting in there. I decide not to attack because it's bad. Duress is a little annoying because he gets to take this Boiling Earth. But that's why I run the Lore Masters. I'll get it back. So here I'm very interested in just trading, since I don't have a Boiling Earth right now, and I want to use my Pulse on this Sky Spawner. Here's the Lore Master. So now I'll play a Sky Spawner. Don't need to play the Faithful out quite yet. He plays Eyeless Watcher. There's another Boiling Earth. So here I think my play is to pulse actually the Evolving Wilds, because I just want to hit land drops now. I actually could have main phased it. That was probably a misplay. Yeah, I guess I want to hold open Fiery Conclusion. So here I can do both, yeah. So I guess I pulse. And I guess I don't Fiery Conclusion because my 1/1s have value in being able to block. No. I figure, yeah, I think I changed my mind because he could have Might of the Masses. He could have a pump spell, so I need to kill his 4/4 while he's tapped out. And then I just play an 0/4. Again, trying to disincentivize him from attacking. So since I have 2 Lore Masters, I think I'm fine playing one out here and attacking in the air, since he didn't attack last turn into my 2/1 and 0/4, so he's probably not going to attack into my 0/4 and 2/2. Excuse me. So if he's attacking here, I'm pretty certain he has Trumpet Blast. But I don't really care. It's his last card in hand, so I'm fine with it. So I could just keep bashing away. And I guess I just play Incubator Drone here? Yeah. I guess he could duress my Boiling Earth, but again, I have the Lore Master ready for it. So I guess like Rashaka's Secret would be really bad for me, but I don't think he's playing it. And Mortuary Mar getting back Hoodoo Mandrill. So now I know he's not drawing a removal spell next turn, so it's a perfect turn to play Lore Master face down. I definitely can play this Lore Master, and I don't need to save Boiling Earth since I have one in my hand, but I do want to save 1 Pulse. I do hit tap land, so my play is just to play this Lore Master, and his play is going to be make a 4/4 and not attack. So that's pretty good for me. Drawing land is slightly annoying. I can Boiling Earth here with Awaken, but I think I just want to attack with my Morph and my 2/1 Flyer. Yep. And when he goes to block, because he knows it's Lore Master, I can flip, get back Pulse, trade with his guys. I guess that's a little bad of an attack since his guys were going to die if I cast Boiling Earth anyway. And now I don't have a blocker for his Hooting Mandrills. Yep, that was a bad attack. I just took 4 for no reason. Yep, bad attack, yeah. But, again, when your deck has the most powerful late game, or the more powerful late game, you're allowed to make misplays like that, and it's not the end of the world. So here I figure I'm way ahead on life, and he's got no cards in hand. I like just putting him on a defensive position, low life total, and he concedes. So again, on to game 3. These games are pretty cool. Sideboard cards matter a lot. So here is a perfect hand. 2 land. If we don't hit land, we can voice. If we do hit land, we can Sky Spawner. Okay, another tap land is not the worst, but it's not what we wanted to draw. But it does enable us. I could have played on tap land Tormenting Voice. So if we get to rest here, we do get a little punish, but he's probably got to take Boiling Earth anyway. But he does not. So this enables us to play a Sky Spawner this turn. Yeah, I think Tormenting Voice could be better turn 2, since we're more likely to hit another untapped land. So not the best play. Here, again, I think I'm fine trading, because he doesn't have an Impact Tremors in play. He's only got 3 cards in hand. And I'm eventually going to Boiling Earth him anyway. Negate. Again, should help against duress here. I think I'm going to trade with his 2-1 because I have pulse to get my guy back, which is great. Yeah, I don't think he runs pulse, which is a huge difference in our builds. Yeah, he runs the Hooter. So Disdainful Stroke will be nice here, but instead I'll just get back my Sky Spawner. So really would like to draw Fiery Conclusion to get rid of this Mandrill. But I guess I'm just going to take 4. He doesn't play anything. That's interesting to me. That signifies to me that he has 4, 5. He has another Mandrill, or he has some pump spells. Maybe removal spell. I don't know. But I'm going to play this face down, because I think he'll think it's Lore Master. If he goes to kill it, he goes to kill it. I can either let it die, or I can negate it to let it survive. But my next turn, if I hit untap land, I can pass the turn, which I do. I can pass the turn and flip my guy, and it becomes a 4/5. Now, it's not good if he has a pump spell, but it gets a pump spell out of his hand. So I figure I might as well go for it. And he has Might of the Masses, so not the best play by me. I could have, again, set up a turn where I Boiling Earth, so his Might of the Masses doesn't cause as much havoc, and then I can double block with this plus the Scion. Not playing the best. But I figure I can get more value out of this Boiling Earth. Looks like another Mandrills. Yep, so I was right on both counts, yeah. He had a Hooters and a Might. So I think we want to play this Rune Processor and hope he doesn't have Bone Splinters. We do get to gain 5, which is good. And it's only 1 turn window, where if he doesn't have Bone Splinters, it's fine. If he attacks with everything, to me that signifies he has another Might of the Masses, I guess, but I'm not going to take 9 and block his 1/1 here anyway. I think I'm just fine with him eating my guy with a Might of the Masses. Ooh, so he has Dark Dabbling, which just regenerates his creature, so I made a good block. I take less damage. Okay, so finally it's probably Boiling Earth time, and Fire Conclusion, which is just a great draw step. So, what do we do here? Sky Spawner, and Boiling Earth with the token, and then I hit him for 9, putting him to 9. Ooh, that was not the best play. I should have Fire Conclusioned while he's tapped out. I guess no. I guess I figure if he had a Pump Cell, he would have used it last turn. If he had Might, he would have used it last turn for sure. And here, it's really interesting. I allowed him to top deck Might, which would blow me out. I would take 7, 11. So I figure I just can't go for it because I can't hold Negate open too. And it makes me think that Rune Processor attack was a little greedy. I probably shouldn't have attacked with it. But since he's played Blister Pod, my attack is pretty simple. Just go with the Sky Spawners and try to hold him back with Rune Processor. And just in case he has a pump spell, I think I go with 1 Fire Conclusion now. And he has, it's a Dark Dabbling. In that regard, I think I just negate it since it stops him from drawing a card and it kills his guy. And does that resolve? Yes, it does. And now, if he has anything that can kill my Ruin Processor, I can respond by Fiery Conclusioning it to kill his guy. So he has Altar's Reap, which I'm totally fine with. It doesn't do quite anything yet. And Dragon Fodder doesn't do anything. Okay. So I guess I'm glad I did my first Fiery Conclusion on my turn 2, because he must have top decked the Altar's Reap. So that gave me a little bit more value. I guess I just Tormenting Voice, ship this Evolving Wilds, because I really want to hit Treasure Cruise or something. I hit things that I can't cast, which is a little awkward because I really need to leave 2 mana open for this Fiery Conclusion. So I just make the same play as last time. Ooh. I guess not. I guess I figure Incubator Drone creates 2 blockers. So now, even if he has Might of the Masses attacks with everything, he can make his guy an 8/8. I can block it. Take 5, 6, 7. Dang. No, he would need Might of the Masses plus something else to get through my Ruin Processor. So I'm fine. And now I'm in a spot where I can Fiery Conclusion his 4/4. I guess if he has anything, I want to hold it open. So I've got the Abyss on him, which is good. Now I can play another Incubator and still keep up Conclusion. And there we go. And I believe he says, I got him. Make my blocks. Let's see what he's got. Trumpet Blast doesn't do anything. And I got him. Really close game there. I played suboptimally multiple times to let myself get low life total, but pretty good showcase of this deck being the superior deck the longer the game goes. Mainly because of Treasure Cruise, Pulse, and Lore Master. Definitely would choose blue over black any day. Incubator Drone, Sky Spawner, pulling in work too. Alright, off to the finals.